In this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Saints at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this sweep back here at home.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Garabay's kick is good.
And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
I'm ready. Look at me. Go on.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Finding space at the 40. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down and a run by Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go. You go forward. Hey, go here.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all of those things, you might take a shot right here.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Go. Hey. Hold on. Easy.
Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
Here.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Open man, the tight end Henry. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Down right around the 25. Peyton Turner there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought He had first-round ability, but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
Murray now. Olave holds it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Murray. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I was watching that too.
Extra point up and good by Garrett Gray.
What happened?
I said I seen it on. I was watching it on too. My thing. I was
So not much time
hopping
to
on.
speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away.
I'm tight. I had a fair sim last week in this league, and I ended up losing, and I think that took me out the playoffs. I think I got to win out, but we'll see.
You need people to lose.
Yeah.
To begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn.
Who you play again this week?
With 5 seconds remaining.
Old head.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
At least he can get back in the fucking winning column.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, we're standing.
Yeah, that last game was nasty.
He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon
I
us
should
as
give
the
him
second
short
half
out
of Week
easy.
17 is
I feel like the nigga be or mid out easy because I feel like he be dropping him. My tight end.
Second half begins with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive.
I'm going back to my old shit. I mean, it's old head, so I ain't gonna give me. I know I'm
halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit, and if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
like a old head move mass.
Yes.
Yes.
Totally ineffective in the first half, but we've seen many games that flipped around in the second half.
I know you told me.
It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
They in the city or they?
The 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And some room to maneuver.
Get out of that bum-ass Jets defense, man.
That shit fire to me, man.
He can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short. He can
Shit
take
is
it
fire
longer.
to
He can do
me.
what we just saw right there. Catch it and then run with the football. And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
Better
You
change.
can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Mama trying to get you to look yanny out here.
She wanted to put that on. I said, I don't think that's yours.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm on defense.
Able to connect on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Six outside.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Hear me clearly. If y'all niggas fear me, just say y'all fear me. I need to get in my chalk bag. I start listening to music while I was like, what's the chalk? What's the chalk be fucking?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before
last time I played old head, he was out here trying shit. He was running like reverses and like pistol triple options and shit. That's a my boy did. He's back.
Pistol triple options are fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
Gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain
That
first
nigga
down.
Mac be playing like he's still in his prom.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about
Look
the
at my boy.
play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Murray off play action.
Let him catch that. Come on. Come on.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jet sweep.
I probably could have caught the interception there, but I didn't want to try it. I probably could have though.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Margaret Ellis on it.
That nigga's he's traded, right?
X Factor.
He came like that. Or you
Nah, yeah, he came like that.
But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
How is that bad timing? Oh my gosh! Like, I hate this game. I just start sounding like my boy Ross.
An extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get
that was crazy.
During the game, you may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. Throwing there, but this
Fear me. If y'all niggas fear me, just say y'all fear me. Fuck all them fairy tales.
That the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gotta get back to running the ball. We were bullshit in the last couple weeks. Sean Green's feeling like he's not important no more.
this nigga he see the stats. He understands this Breece Hall's world.
He already showed y'all what he could do as a rookie. He don't got nothing else to prove. Rookie season, he proved he's the best back in the league. Because it happened when you're successful with Will Young, you start getting cocky.
Their focus needs make a drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind.
I haven't fixed my line since he went out. I think that's why it's messed up like that.
And turn into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that's pretty
That's
just what they need a lecture from me, but offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Out of the gun, they give it to Robinson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 19.
I'm in the table. That's why. Once again.
Extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Yes, man.
Terrible.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
Oh, Trey.
That slant, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
I miss Calvin Ridley, man. 2 more weeks.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown,
Miss my boy.
Atlanta. A great effort there. His second
He's your slot.
touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah.
The Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm sure the messages that come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads
Where's
to
that
another.
moving?
And all of a sudden, you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right?
They let him catch that? Okay. Oh my gosh. Like,
so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Andre Cisco there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And here's Kamara on the read option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Garibay's kick is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
The ball right on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself,
that's out elite. Like, why is he dropping that? Like, why is he dropping it? Oh my gosh! Like,
if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
like, there's no reason for him to be dropping that.
First down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
we certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he's having a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts,
47 yards.
and the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, Keenan.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw
sound bad.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
You sound like you're talking in a
My son's
fan.
singing in the fan. That's a fact. That's singing in the fan.
On the line to this one than just defending your home field, CD. Defend the home field against a division rival and get the